Thank you for that question. I was left two very large internal initiatives to complete during my presidency by my predecessor, Joran Tidström. The first was a complete revisit of our constitution. It was something that hadn't been undertaken within IFAC for over 10 years, so as you can imagine we were well overdue for a review. So we did a very thorough ground-up review of our constitution, and I'm very pleased to say that that was passed with a very large majority at a special council meeting that we had in February. And one of the interesting things is one of the changes in the Constitution enabled us to have electronic council meetings, where previously we had only been able to have council meetings as in-person meetings. So we moved into the modern times and used technology, and the February passing of the new Constitution was done via an electronic meeting. The second initiative was a complete revamp of our dues calculation process. Again, that hadn't been looked at for over 10 years and was broken. The previous system was broken. So we did a lot of consultation, and at a special council meeting, another electronic one in September, we passed the new dues process. So those two big internal initiatives are now cleared the way for us to spend all of our time on external activities. Yes, with great pleasure. That's a very new and a very exciting initiative that we've introduced. And it's accountability now is about our objective to work and seek public sector financial management reform. And the Accountability Now program is about bringing together interested parties, the accounting firms, the decision makers, and those people that are really going to make a difference to ensure that public sector financial management reform is achieved. It's something that we've just started off in the last 2 or 3 months at IFAC, and that's one of those external things that I referred to in my previous answer, that we're really looking forward to working on that in the next year or two. Well, we see this as probably our ultimate public interest issue to deal with. And it's interesting to note that many of the civil unrests that we've seen around the world over the last few years, particularly here in Europe, are driven by the public losing patience with the way governments run their financial management. And the accounting profession are the ones that know how to fix that. We know how financial management systems are meant to be run. So therefore we have a public interest to work with governments and make sure that they start to employ modern systems of financial management, including accrual accounting, that they have the information to make decisions. And it's really interesting to note, that the 5 countries that came out of the sovereign debt and the financial crisis with the lowest debt to GDP ratio, the top 5 of those countries all employ accrual accounting. So that's not per chance, that's not an accident, and the evidence, if you like, is very compelling. Not to mention the lower cost of government and the efficiency of government that proper financial management delivers. So I see this as the accounting profession's #1 public interest matter to help resolve. Well, we have over 80 governments and public sector entities now using IPSAS or having agreed to adopt. We're very pleased with that, but that indicates there's a lot more work to do. I think if governments do not adopt this modern system of financial management, when the next crisis comes along, it's going to be worse than the last. So, we really do need, and as you indicated, there is a level of impatience. We need to work quickly to solve this so that when the next crisis comes along, that there has been some learnings from the last one, and it's quite ironical that governments place demands on private sector entities for very stringent and high and modern levels of financial management, where many of them their own backyard is back in the dark ages, that they're not employing these modern methods of financial management. Yeah, I think my message to them would be to understand the importance that this wonderful profession plays in not only the business world in which we serve, but that's important, but also the economies in which we operate, the communities in which we live. And the accounting profession has a role to play in all of those parts of our life, and understand the importance and contribute to that. We as a profession can really make a difference. And I would like the delegates to go away from this World Congress excited about the difference that they can make to the world that we live in.